press.
Okay, so Cameraman, tell me about this project of yours. I actually kind of like it. You know, it's extremely rare for you to come up with a project. It's usually me going like, let's go someplace and shoot something. Tell me about this.
So a couple of years ago, I ran across this series called LBX. So what I liked about it is that it's mechs, but at the same time they're toys. So the kids are playing with these automated robots that they control. Obviously, I don't have the skill set to build robots that you can control yourself, but I still wanted to bring something that it was closer to our reality. So,
oh man, the smoke generator.
I know.
Money's worth, man.
That is epic. So that's what led me to that. Again, not an industrial designer by any means, so I had to learn a lot of the things to model these things. So I went with the basic set, which is the most popular one, at least for me, which is the Achilles set, Achilles armor, which is kind of what I tried to replicate. And the way I replicated it is I literally bought the kit, and I just went there with a measurement and then just go piece by piece and try to get across the part that I wanted.
So you said
do.
this was all 3D printed, right?
All 3D printed. We did it with a resin printer. So for the more details, and then an FDM printer for the
joints. You told me it was TPU, right?
TPU, exactly. It's a red TPU. So that allowed me to get a tight fit without being too tight, and at the same time give me the strength so that I could do pulses, which, by the way, I developed a big respect for the people that designed the Gundam kits.
Really?
Yeah, because...
Well, let's take a look at the kit, because now we're getting to the unboxing. Tell me about this platform.
So that is what allows you to connect over to your phone, and we'll see about that later on in the video. But essentially it connects over Bluetooth to a Unity game, so that you can send the information about the parts. And each part is actually a smart part.
There's a lot of parts in this kit, so we're gonna get super high speed here. Do we have a part count on this available? It's a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't
when you start laying them out, it's like the gift that keeps on giving. So
it is. I mean, there's essentially two halves for every part, because you have the front and back of the calf, the leg, then the forearm, the bicep. You got the shoulder pieces, you got the armor, and missing here, because I didn't bring them, are the feet.
Okay.
So even though there's actually a feet cover there. Okay. So there we have the app on the background running. And again, what it's going to do is going to connect over Bluetooth to the platform. The platform is then talking to the core frame of the LBX. And as we connect each of the parts is smart enough to know what the part is. It knows what weight it has. It knows what defense status it has. It also knows what colors the part is, so it can send that over to the game. Because the idea was kind of like in the actual LBX universe that you can build your own LBX by giving it your own custom pieces, right?
I came in at the last minute and asked some stupid questions, but I do see the speed rating. So walk me through the speed rating. How does that work? Because I did ask about it like an idiot at the last minute. So
yeah. So in the game, depending on what armor piece you add, the LBX becomes slower or faster. So that's kind of what I tried to replicate in this by making each part carry a weight component, and depending on how much weight you add to your core, you can actually go down in speed, or you can actually have a faster LBX if your armor set is a lighter armor set like the Ninja ones. So that's kind of what I was trying to do again. Very proof of concept here. I just wanted to see, hey, can we get something that you can make it very close to the LBX? In this case here, each part, as a matter of fact, has the information that it needs to tell the game all the status and all the colors. So it's kind of closer, at least for me, it's very close to what I wanted to achieve with the proximity to the game. You could customize your own LBX, right? You can have your Emperor set and bring it in, which is another set in the LBX universe. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see, and now thanks to you I can see it all come together into one nice video.
All I know, man, is you showed up to the crib with a giant case, and I was like, well, this is gonna either be an interesting story or an interesting story, and it's definitely an interesting story on this one. Talk me through the technicals of the chips, because we went over it and you said like the chips are tech spec wise. What are we looking at? We talked about a wireless kind of NFC antenna kind of thing for programming them, but you said it was more of a physical.
Yeah, exactly. I just built a programmer myself to then talk to it. They just a memory chip that essentially gives you a page of data.
Okay.
So you just write binary in it, and then what I do from the platform is I scan them, I take the binary stream, and I send it over to the game, and then the game knows how to. How to deserialize it, because essentially I'm also sending what game version the part belongs to, what key it is, and what the what the component is, right? And you see right here, even though some parts like the front, like the size of the plate don't have a chip, when you put in the armor set, it actually gets recognized as the entire chest, right, including the parts that are hanging forward.
Oh, I just noticed that. Okay.
The same thing is happening with the legs. Like you see at the end when I connect the leg, because the foot itself doesn't have a chip in it.
Right.
The game recognizes as the calf and the shoe,
foot,
right?
on the bottom.
On the bottom, you see right there on that.
So that means the foot is not required as an additional piece. It's just based on the calf.
Yeah. So in this case, this comes as a limitation of my lack of skill. Again, this was more like learning everything from the ground up, even in how to design and implement a kit, right? So I couldn't find a good place to then do the connection, but there's enough space there to put a chip on the armor of the foot and make the connector there. So
I love I don't want to say a mohawk, but he's got
the crest. That I couldn't print because my printer is not big enough, so I couldn't get the crest on the helmet. So that Achilles helmet is missing. It's missing the crest there. Because of size, but all in all, it actually came closer to the Alpha 00, which is like the very first armor that you get in the game.
The one thing you don't see here is the spinning on the app. You can't spin around to see your full model on the...
Yeah, that was a nice thing I wanted to add for myself, but also I didn't record it here, but you can actually join, like the battle, you can actually see the core, the actual set.
Okay.
The actual battlefield.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, man, pretty cool. Thanks again for letting me record it.
Yeah.
And, at least have a reminder that I built it.
And you didn't just imagine it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this was fun.
It was.